Hello, I'm Dr. Craig Escude. Welcome to Medical Monday. So we've been talking over the last few weeks about behaviors that can indicate underlying medical conditions or other types of conditions. I want to talk to you about something really serious and some behaviors that could indicate a very significant and serious condition. And those are behaviors that might indicate that someone is experiencing some sort of abuse, including sexual abuse. Many times people with disabilities, again, can't communicate. They can't tell you verbally what might be going on, but there may be behavioral signs. And some things that you might see that could indicate sexual abuse might be things like a new onset of urinary or fecal incontinence, meaning they can't pull their urine anymore, or they defecate not in the way that they used to. Again, that could be related to a urinary tract infection or constipation. So all of these things that I say, they don't guarantee that someone's being sexually abused, but it's certainly something to think about. One of the reasons people might do that is because if they urinate, they're dirtying themselves, and that might make them unattractive to someone who is abusing them. So that might be a learned behavior. You might see an increase or an unusual amount of masturbatory type behavior that might occur. You might also see sexual aggression towards other people that starts happening, because often people learn these types of things from others, and it could be someone doing something like that to them, and then they are repeating that to someone else. You might see a person who is refusing to allow bathing. Why? Well, that's a time when your clothes typically come off, and they may begin associating their clothes coming off with being sexually abused. A person might wrap themselves in a blanket. They might hug themselves. They might respond adversely to a person with particular physical traits. Maybe they might respond, become agitated, aggressive, or hide or run away from someone, say, who has bushy, black hair and a big full beard. Well, that doesn't necessarily mean that that particular person is the abuser, but they may look like the abuser. They may resemble the abuser. So they're associating certain physical characteristics with an abuse situation. So think about that. Think about all of these different types of things. People with intellectual and developmental disabilities are abused several times more frequently than people without disabilities. Studies are different, 4 times, 5 times, up to 7 times more likely to experience sexual abuse and other types of abuse than people without disabilities. So we need to be wary. We need to have our guard up. Again, if you see these things, it doesn't guarantee that someone's being abused, but you need to put all of these things together. And if you suspect it, you need to report it and get it evaluated. Thanks again for joining me today. Talk to you again soon.